Hello! I hope my microphone's okay. Let me know. Big ups for everyone that's tuning in. I do want to hone in on this, which is kind of insane. 12 likes, according to This Is City, and I don't believe he's a liar, so I want to thank everyone that's come into the stream before this stream, because I checked out the stream just briefly, just to click on it, really, and make sure everything was in order. And I saw that it gotten a few likes. Look, I don't often get above 10 likes, and I definitely don't get that many before I stream. So, hey, 2 positives make a bigger positive, maybe. But anyway, big ups to everyone that has liked. And, without further ado, let's jump straight into what you've supposedly liked the stream for. Huge game tomorrow. Like the top, yeah, it's a retro one. Got it maybe 2 years ago. It's a retro one, as you can probably tell. Haven't worn it on stream in a while, but I'm wearing it now. But anyway, let's go straight into this now. Then, funky 11 from me, considering how big the game is, and kind of in a sense. You'll understand why I've gone for most of the picks I have. So Ortega in goal. Look, he's been our number 1 keeper now for a few games. Don't really think he's put a foot wrong. I don't see a reason why we should put him out of the squad. 16 now. Blinking heck. Big ups to whoever is liking. Thank you. 15. That's the most I've had in a while. What is going on? Not even I know that. But nonetheless, thank you for 15, like 16, according to This Is City. I'll take it. But anyway, Ortega in goal. I'm pretty confident in him starting. He's been absolutely fine since he's been playing. Made big saves against Forest. What's the most you've ever had? I know my Tottenham stream, the one that we lost 4-0 on, got 17 likes. So, that to memory, but I've probably had something higher than that. But that's definitely the highest as of recent times. Nonetheless, big ups to whoever is liking it. Right back, Rico Lewis. Look, mainly because I can't stand to watch Walker play another game at right back. Surely loads of views. Yeah, hopefully, if you're talking about this stream, hopefully, we are currently on 10 in less than 5 minutes, which is quite nice, I suppose. Big ups to everyone that has viewed the stream so far. Rico Lewis at right back though. Look, I don't want to see Walker player again. The offside trap is a thing on a corner. It's getting too much for me to watch. I know he's the captain, but it doesn't mean it's a ticket. It's a golden ticket to be in the 11 every time. So look, I'm praying that Rico is the right back chosen for this. I really do hope so. Not because I think he's super defensively sound and all that, and that he's going to be a rock there. Look, Rico's got some defensive worries, but look, Walker has played game after game there. We've had 5 clean sheets this season. Walker didn't start any of them. There comes a point for me. There comes a point. And we just got to go with what did the business. Sadly, Ake and Akanji and Stones are still all out, so I'm having to play players that I wouldn't normally play, like Simpson Puse. Look, next to Diaz, I don't know how he's going to be. I think he'll be better next to Diaz than he will Vardio. He's got a proper leader commanding him. Hopefully Diaz can really put this backline into shape. It's a very young backline. Diaz is easily the most experienced one there, apart from the keeper. So Diaz is really going to have to make sure that this backline knows what's what. Vardio has obviously got experience in the game. He's played at this level for a few years now, Josko. So he knows what's what. But, Simpson Puse, he's played less than 5 games for us, and Rico Lewis still needs a bit of guidance in terms of playing at the right back. But Ruben Diaz, there's no doubt about it, he's needed this game. Absolutely. If he got injured, I don't even know. Josko, look, we've got no other choice really but to play Josko. I was quite happy with him against Forest, and I want to see it again. I know I'm coming back to Forest a lot as opposed to Palace, but yeah, I am, because that's what worked. That's what did the business. Double pivot of Gundo and Grealish. I want to see Grealish back in midfield. I really do, because I don't know why. Pep said he has struggles in training, but look, I really want to see Grealish back in this team, back in the midfield, because he was absolutely brilliant last time out. He played really, really well. Don't think anyone had any complaints for him. So, for me, he absolutely starts this game, Jack Grealish, no doubt about it. Hopefully he can really help out our squad a bit, have that same impact he had against Forest with Doku, but we'll see, won't we? Gundo in the pivot as well. I think Gundo's been a bit better recently. Liverpool game's a tough one for everyone, but I think since then he's been a bit better, and with Grealish, I hope he can keep doing well, and hopefully maybe he plays well against Juventus. Juventus are a challenge. They're a big team. They're not going to be easy. They're one of the biggest teams in Italy. They've gone on streaks of winning the Serie A over the last few years. So, look, they may not have won it in the past couple of times, I'm pretty sure, but they're still a force to be reckoned with and should be dealt with in the utmost respect. Right wing, Bernardo, look, he was brilliant when he partnered up with KDB, running down the right side against Forest, and I wouldn't mind seeing some of that again, because it worked really good against Forest, and, why not play something that did the business, something that really worked, Why not give that a bash? I really don't see why you wouldn't. It makes sense to me why you would play what worked, and even more so, when you went back to what didn't work, it continued to not work. Go for the one thing that's worked for you the last 9 games. Go for these partnerships. Go for these tactics. It just makes sense. KDB, look, I do quickly want to say Foden and Kova are back in training, which is all good. Now, Kova, I don't think is going to be fit enough, at least not to start. He'll probably be on bench. Foden hasn't been out too long, though, so he's probably got the potential to start this game. But the bottom line is, I don't think Foden should come into this team over De Bruyne. If you really want to put Foden in, put him off the right. I think Foden can do a decent job off the right side. And we'll see how he does there. But there's no way Foden should take De Bruyne out of this team for me. De Bruyne has been absolutely brilliant, and unless De Bruyne picks up some sort of injury of sorts, that's the only reason Phil Foden comes back into that role anyway. Back, forgot I had a stream. I set my stream for 5:40. Oh, well, welcome back. So are you live, or have you pushed it back further? How many views? 15. Imagine we end up getting 1 win in 12. Don't make me have evil thoughts like that, please. Please don't make me think about that. 5:50 now. Okay. Just gonna have a swig of my drink. Whoop. There you go. Doku off the left. Look, I think when Doku has played, he's been a bit of a shining light. I think he's actually done good. Off the bench with Liverpool, did good. Starting against Forest, he was brilliant the whole way through. And Palace, I can't really remember much of what he did against Palace, but I don't think he had tons of time to really do anything either. I had a cold 2 weeks ago, got rid of it at last week, and now I have another awful one. Oh man, last year I had an absolutely horrible cold as well. No, not last year. Year before I started streaming, thankfully. Year before last, I had a horrible cold. I literally couldn't speak. It was mental. But yeah, I get the feeling having a horrible cold. And right before Christmas it was for me too, so I get the feeling. And what also sucks is when you get a cold and it just won't go. It just refuses to leave your system. And it will linger. It will slowly fade, but it will linger. It will stay with you for as long as it can. Girona Paul is on, by the way. Oh, yeah. Is that going well? Oh wait, it would have only just kicked off, wouldn't it? I had COVID on Christmas in 2020 and 2021. Oh, that is rough. Luckily, I never got COVID. I was pretty careful with not getting it. The whole house was. Anyone that got it would just avoid all contact with everyone. So, yeah, we managed it relatively well, I'd say. And up top for the Blues, there's no one else that can do it because there literally isn't. It's Erling Haaland. We need this guy's shooting boots on. Against Palace, he had a chance at the beginning of the game. Not the very beginning, like 3 minutes after Palace's first goal. If he scores that, the game changes completely. We're back in it really early, and we can go on and fight for the next goal. Of course, that game was difficult, but maybe that game changes if we get the early goal. We need this guy shooting boots on. Juventus, a good team. They've drawn most of their last games. I'm pretty sure Glimp said. So we've got to be careful. I don't know if they've been 0-0s or 1-1s or 2-2s, but nonetheless, we've got to make sure we don't get on level terms with these guys, because if what Glimps is saying right, then they must be somewhat all right with getting draws, and we can't take a draw. We can't. Champions League hasn't quite gone to plan, and we need to start tracking forward now. Big ups to everyone tuning in. We were careful, but it was always inevitable. My mum was a nurse, and nursing people are always a risk, because my dad is very vulnerable and won't go into it. But he nearly died 7 years ago. That's a scary time anyway. Well, good thing that nothing bad did happen. But yeah, I imagine that would be awkward. Predictions, gonna back the Blues, gonna go for a 2-0. A 2-1 even. just let me live in my delusions of City winning, if you will. It's a really tough period, but we got to make a game of it somehow. And look, it would mean a lot to me to get a win before the derby. I thought at first clean sheet. Yeah, clean sheet would be too delusional. Have you seen Juventus form 4 draws in a row? I do remember Glimpse mentioning that they've drawn a lot, so whether that's something to take or not, I'm not sure. We will draw 1-1 in my opinion. Well, if they've drawn 4 times in a row, then it means they look quite happy to take a draw. Let's see what their draws have been recently. 2-2, 1-1, 0-0. So, and 0-0 there. In their last 8 games, they've drawn 6. In their last 9 games, they've drawn 9. No, 9 games, they've drawn 7. 4-4 against Inter Milan, by the way. What a game. Look, Juventus seems somewhat capable of just taking the draw. Let's see how they're doing in the Champions League, see if they're in a bad spot like we are. Table, Juventus, like us, they kind of need this win. They are 20th in the table, which is just 2 places below us. We're in the above them by goal difference. And 11 points would put them, as of right now, if the game happened right now and the result went through, they go up to 11 points, which would put them around 6th. So, 3 points can take you a long way in this group, in this big league phase. And we've really got to watch it, City. We can't really afford to drop more points. Remember Danilo? He still plays. Does he really? Blinking heck. Fair play. Fair play to him. Finley Sticker, welcome to the chat. Good stream. Keep it up. Don't let anything keep your head down. Keep your head up, soldier. Well, big ups to you, Finley Sticker. I haven't seen you here before. Thank you for tuning in. He'll be playing tomorrow. Bring him back instead of Walker. Yeah, I think I'd take that, to be honest. Yeah, Danilo. Yeah, it'll be our first time seeing Danilo in a while. I wonder what he'd be like if he scored on us. Hopefully he wouldn't go too crazy. But anyway, that concludes my predicted 11 and predictions. I'm not going to sit here and say I watch Juventus every week. I know exactly how they play. I don't, but I can just hope that I can pray that it doesn't match Juventus's recent form tomorrow's match, which is drawing. Hopefully it's a win for Blues, and I guess we're going to have to wait and see. Live watch along tomorrow. The EAFC stream is cancelled because I'm just worried about the network issues, and I don't want anything playing up. Finley Sticker, I support Newcastle. Oh, well, big up to you, Finley Sticker. We've had Newcastle fans on here before. We've got one called Geordie. He's pretty cool. He's pretty cool indeed. Thoughts on now, and I am about to end the stream, but feel free to come back in the next one, Finley Sticker, which will be tomorrow, Juventus watch along. But I'll leave you with this to think about. Are you willing to give us Bruno Guimaraes? Because we could really use him around about now. Because apparently we're looking to get him in January. It's going to be a very difficult one in my opinion, but we'll see. Big ups for tuning in. This is City. Anyone else that liked the stream as well, we've got 15 likes. Feel free to like and subscribe if you will. And I'll see you in the next one. No thanks.